Normal. This is not at all ideal. Wait, this can't possibly be real. When we thought out our year, the last thing we expected was to have such an overbearing fear. What are we to do at all? Trapped within dull, melancholic walls. We have been inside so long that we hate it, not to mention, we've been isolated and barely made it. Perspectives have never changed for ages. That is, until we stopped writing on notebook pages. Because our lives have been entirely infiltrated, now we resort to a screen that's somewhat faded. We can't go out and walk. We can't sit down and talk. Those are all mere memories, and we can't turn back the clock. But we still take it day by day. Yet, we'll only grow more anxious if we continue to stay. Without change, and with no other way. How will we ever get out of this mess if we're all not going to help address the very cause of our constant distress? Let's stop sitting and dwelling in our cumulative stress. Rather, make a difference and eradicate this whole mess. We all have the power to take a stand, but before anything, we need to understand the real issue at hand. 18,313. Something that should not go by unseen. Huh? Such a random number. Only this is a group of cases COVID-19 has encumbered. Shortly after Christmas is what we discovered, when we went in groups without masks and uncovered. And this is just in one city. But the fact that there's more is something to truly pity. And although it's tough sometimes to stay away, taking care of others is how love can be conveyed. And you might be thinking, but how can it be? How can it be if we need something desperately? It can be inevitable in public, but not to fear. Putting on masks help us steer clear. We don't have to suffer the same fate if we can just cooperate with the mask mandate. And with this, we might even slow the rate. And as much as 2%, there is no debate. And you could ask, why a mask? And here's the logic behind this simple task. COVID-19 can be transferred even in the air, which is why it's so important to wear a mask and beware. But keep in mind, this is a disease, and in that case, it can spread with ease. From the air we breathe in so much to every one of the things we touch. And without a second thought in our head, we can unknowingly spread the very virus that left so many dead. But how do we cause this to not occur? We can wash our hands for 20 seconds and the spread will be deterred. Some may still wonder, well, what does it matter? How can only one person impact this enormous disaster? And it may seem like one person doesn't count, but in the grand scheme, all our efforts amount. Every person helps us sort out this disarray, and by putting these precautions into play, we might be able to make a change, in a good way. Only then will we have the hopes of seeing a normal day. Normal, so to say. How nice it would be to feel that again. But for that, we all need to pitch in. Normal sights, normal sounds, normal views all around, normal ground beneath our feet, normal, a word that sounds so neat. Everyone wants to hear that word right now. We want to make it possible. And we finally know how.